Mangroves are tropical, salt-tolerant plants that can be found between the land and sea in the area between latitude 25 degrees north and south of the equator. Mangrove forests, sometimes called estuarine wetlands, are valued for their diverse ecosystem services. With massive root systems, mangrove forests serve as buffer zones in coastal areas. These ecosystems regulate the impact of strong storm surges to coastal communities by absorbing the energy of strong waves and wind. As forests, mangroves contribute to carbon storage in their below-ground parts. They capture and accumulate rich sediments in their roots and therefore contribute to coastal fertility. These same roots attract marine species that may be harvested, sold, or consumed by local inhabitants. Mangroves in the ASEAN region occupy an area of over 60,000 square kilometers. Presently, the region has the largest extent of mangroves in the world, with Indonesia accounting for almost 62% of the ASEAN territory's total. There are 70 mangrove species known globally, and mangrove biodiversity is highest in the Indo-Malay-Philippine archipelago. There are about 52 true mangrove species in Southeast Asia. Of these, 48 species are found in Indonesia and 42 species in Malaysia. Seagrasses are flowering plants that spend and complete their life cycles underwater. They are not really grasses in the true sense, but have come to be known as such because of their grass-like appearance, but some take on teardrop and hair-like forms too. To survive, seagrasses must have access to sunlight, sufficient immersion in seawater, and adequate rooting substrate to avoid being washed away by tides and currents. Seagrasses form the basis of a complex coastal ecosystem, supporting both threatened and economically important fishery species. Seagrass leaves are habitats of epiphytic algae and animals like sea squirts, which serve as the base of food sources for a hierarchy of larger animals such as fish, seabirds, crabs, lobsters, dugongs, and sea turtles. Seagrass foliage slow down water currents and trap sediments, thus improving nearshore water clarity. Seagrass ecosystems are one of the most productive coastal habitats in the region, with a vital role and contribution to coastal fisheries. Southeast Asia has 18 of the world's 60 seagrass species and a third of all seagrass areas on Earth. The Philippines, Malaysia, and Vietnam have the most diverse numbers of species, with 16, 15, and 14 kinds of seagrass respectively. Coral reefs are one of the most biologically diverse ecosystems on Earth and are found in shallow tropical waters. Coral reefs provide refuge to approximately 25% of all marine species. Comparable to tropical rainforests in having the highest biological diversity on Earth, coral reefs serve as the physical framework of critical habitats that support the nursery needs of fish and invertebrate larvae. Reefs protect coastlines from storm surges, support productive fishery industries, and provide the main source of protein and income for millions of coastal families in Southeast Asia. Coral reef-dependent species have scientific, pharmaceutical, and educational value, and are extremely valuable as tourist destinations. Coral reefs of Southeast Asia may cover some 70 to 85,000 square kilometers. In 2004, Mr. Bunemeyer estimated that the annual net economic benefit from the world's reefs to be at $30 billion. Results of studies published by Richard Unsworth and his colleagues in 2008 demonstrate that numbers and types of fishes in seagrass beds near mangroves and coral reefs were at least twice that found in seagrass beds that were far from these two ecosystems. Mangroves and coral reefs may improve living conditions for fish by providing shelter and added variety of food. When mangrove seagrasses and coral reefs occur close to each other, their food webs achieve a balanced assemblage of fish that eat aquatic plants, predators, and those that eat variable types of food. Fish and organic matter make the connection between these three ecosystems. It also helps if all these three ecosystems are protected.